What's up, YouTube? So we're going to be continuing our playthrough where we only use the thief starting gear. And today we're going to be conquering Anor Londo. This is a pretty notorious area in Dark Souls. Some people say that this is the hardest boss in the game. And I say that the main challenge of this area is going to be a silver knight with a bow and arrow. So the first thing we're gonna see down here on the bridge is a gargoyle. It's relatively easy to deal with now that we have, you know, much higher stats. Still a little annoying because he's gonna jump around a lot, which is kind of obnoxious, but not really too much of a threat. I'm gonna start trying to dodge these. You can also get around him and try to cut his tail off because he does have a tail attack which you'll use like that. This is also your opportunity to get the gargoyle's tail if you didn't in the previous boss fight, by the way. Like that. We'll take an extra one, of course. Get that message off the screen. And here's some evidence that this boss is really only difficult because there's two of them. Also, the fire breathing doesn't help in the boss fight. But anyways, there you go. I now have equipped 3 gargoyle items. Yes, we can't just go straight across the bridge yet. We have to go through the church. So if you ever end up in this area and you get stuck, just know that there is a path forward. I think there's an item back here. Another demon titanite. Anyways, the path up that we're gonna take is right here. It's real sketchy, but you can walk up these little banisters. Archways. Okay, maybe this isn't the right one. That one is. We'll try it from here anyways. But your goal is to get over here into this broken window. Now this area is filled with these guys, which will try to backstab you, so be extremely careful. They also have throwing knives, and they're pretty fast in terms of attacking. We're not going to have too many problems with that because we are faster. Now I will say their swords are some of the best dex weapons in the entire game, so if you do have the ability to equip them, you probably want to at this point. They're very good at just killing, you know, basic enemies. Obviously, boss weapons, you probably want to use something that does a lot more damage. Oh my god, I hate it. Now we're gonna do the same thing again. Well, that's annoying. And of course he's gonna do this, where he's just gonna stand over there and chip away at our health. Eventually he'll run out, right? There. Problem solved. Ooh. Yep, thank you. Would love some throwing knives. Oh my god, I hate it. There we go. Oof. Game. That is the opposite direction of where I was looking. Now he's trying to very slowly push us off the ledge. Woo! Alrighty then, that was definitely something. Now we're gonna go right through this gate. And this is also one of the first areas you'll be attacked with. I guess there was another gargoyle. This is one of the areas you will be first invaded at. By the way, once you lower this bridge, it starts invasion time. Pretty annoying. Oh god, I didn't realize that he was gonna immediately start attacking us. Where did, oh, okay, he's down the steps. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, interesting. Sure game. He thinks this guy's bugging. Use a shield, it'll make your game a lot easier. Even one that doesn't have 100% physical resist. Thank you. Oh, that one doesn't give me an axe? Maybe it will if you don't already have the axe. He said, you do not have enough stamina to block this. And he was not incorrect about that assertion. Yeah, jumping. Can we stop, please, with the flying around? Alrighty then. I'll take the rest of your stuff. Gargoyle helm is a very strong helmet, by the way. It's very, very heavy, though. Alright. And now we move on to the actual castle. The worst part, in my opinion, of the game. Just flat out. It's just bad. Poor design everywhere. I'm gonna run by this guy on the side here. This is gonna get our best option. We can kill this guy here. Do not fight him over there where the other knight is, because if you have to fight two of these guys at the same time, you will probably die. And then we're just gonna hit him with the old rinse and repeat. If we can get him out of the damn wall. Now you do want to be careful not to get too close to those downstairs right there, because if you do, the imps will start aggroing you, and that'll make this a lot more difficult. An unnecessary amount more difficult. Anyways, now then, we move on to the next stage, which is getting these guys to come up here one at a time, which is somewhat difficult. Now, luckily, we got two throwing knives, which we're gonna use. One of them right here. Once you got them, they're not too difficult to start just spam attacking. It's mostly just the fact that there's two. This one will aggro as soon as you go down the steps. And that one over there on the ledge, you can kind of just leave there. If you run up fast enough, you can actually kick him to his death, which is hilarious, given that they have wings. Wait up here. I heal while I'm waiting. Patience. A thing that will make you be a way better Dark Souls player. Alright. I don't think there's any more. I'm just double check. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure that was the case, but I wasn't 100%. Oh, are you kidding me? Somebody's trying to invade me, but matchmaking failed, so I'm actually okay with that. I need heals. Oh, that sounded like an invader. I don't know how I feel about that. So the main problem here is not only are there 2 of these guys, but there's also some archers up ahead that will start shooting arrows at us. Nope. Nope. Come on, attack! Oh, now we do the longest run back known to freaking mankind. Luckily, our bridge is still down. This is one of the most tedious things in all of gaming. In just straight up every single fashion. It's so annoying. Highly do not recommend being human in this area in general, by the way, because yeah, you will get invaded. 100% guaranteed. The fact that I didn't get invaded has something to do with my internet being bad, so we're gonna go all the way around here and go get our souls back, hopefully. Not a guarantee of that now that I don't have any throwing knives. But yeah, as you can see, the main problem with the imps is just that there's 2 of them and you can't block 2 imps at the same time. They're just too frenzied, I guess. Like, they're too fast. They spam a lot. Now, the alternative and the possible thing we can do here, of course, I hate it so much. There's one alternative thing you can do here, which is just run really fast. You'll get to about right here. But getting past this imp is always the problem. And then you're in this particular hell, which is not great either. We're gonna wait for the arrow to get shot, and then we're gonna run. Come on. I hate it so much. All this extra tedious walking. Are you enjoying the content? Well, if you are, you should subscribe. Also, if you didn't know, arrows in Dark Souls have tracking, so doesn't matter how good you are, there's a good chance you're gonna get hit. I hate the camera so much. Are you gonna pull out your weapon, or are you just gonna keep shooting arrows? You're just gonna keep shooting arrows. Got it. Oh, there he goes. Wait, nope. He put it back up so he can shoot more arrows. Really? Really? This is the single worst part in any Souls game. Any of them. Name anything that's worse than this challenge. Impossible. It wouldn't even be that bad if it wasn't for the fact that they just knock you off the ledge and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Come back. I will say the imps can't come down here, but they can shoot you like that. And it's made worse by this extremely long run back that adds basically infinite time to your run, because you have to keep doing this over and over and over until you get just lucky enough for it to actually happen the right way. And God help you if you're killing all these enemies every single time, because then your run really is gonna last a million years. There's also the very, very small likelihood, Can happen. I've had it happen many a time where you're running down through here and you get hit in the back with one of these imp attacks and launched right off the side of the cliff. Put it up. Bye. And that's how it's supposed to work. See, isn't that so much easier? The only problem is, again, a random chance. You never know if it's going to work. It's just supposed to work that way. Okay, well that's probably the worst part of the entire game, like I said, over with, so hooray! Now we can play the rest of the game. There's a lot of stuff in this area that's all kind of relatively good if you're trying to just get stuff. Yeah, we're not playing this game. On my way. 3 sunlight metals if you're not in the Covenant. And then you can possibly use those to get lightning spear. Definitely not touching that. Now there's a door somewhere in here that's locked. Somewhere. There's also a little secret passage here. It takes you downstairs to some chests, which I think one is a mimic, if I'm not mistaken. Fairly certain one of them is a mimic. But they also have some of the best gear in the entire game. That's a mimic. This one has the Abel's Great Shield, which is a pretty good shield. Dragon Tooth, which is a pretty good strength weapon. Hey look, the rest of Havel's armor. All of the best defensive gear in the game. And it's all being guarded by a single mimic. Now mimics, I don't know why I opened that. Anyways, so yeah, that's what happens when you open a mimic. In case you were curious, I forgot that I'm not supposed to open a mimic like an idiot. Anyways, we'll go back down there and deal with the mimic the correct way this time. Put down your shield. Doesn't do any good anyways. It's just stalling. The correct way to deal with a mimic is to A, know that it's a mimic. So I provided proof to you that this is in fact a mimic, and the way we can tell is based off this little chain on the ground. You can see it right there. It's not a circle. That's always the case with mimics. So we just stand next to it and we start whacking the hell out of it before it can stand up. That's the way you deal with it. And if they do stand up, they learn masterful kung fu skills. So, you know, get ready for that. No. Bad mimic. Yeah, so they do like the flying kick. That is one of their favorite abilities. It's dark in here, so it's also not exactly possible to see the mimic, which is fun. But in general, you can hit them with the same tactic that you can hit basically every other enemy in the game with, which is just running around them in a circle. Sometimes the camera will betray you and you'll get thrown into an attack, but yeah, pretty easy stuff. And there's your occult club. Good faith weapon. You don't have to do it yourself. It's not a great weapon by any means, but if you have a lot of faith, it's free faith scaling. And that's that. We can now move on to the next area, which is up the stairs, I do believe. Thankfully, there is a shortcut we can unlock. Now, there is a demon in one of these rooms. That is, you know, that guy right down there. Yeah. Really? Bull. I parried that guy so good the game didn't even know I parried him. Even play the sound effect. Anyways, the goal is to go down there. I can't get down there from here though. We gotta go the long way. There might be another mimic in here too. Yep, that's another mimic. We got a knight somewhere. Also another mimic. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of mimics in here. I think if you kill the mimics in Sin's Fortress, they don't show up in here, but I can't remember. Where are you? Alright, well that's weird. I hear a knight somewhere. Probably in here somewhere. Amazing chest ahead? No, not need holding with both hands. Somewhat wholesome. Amazing. Bye. Out of my way now. Oh, look, a guy with an arrow and a guy that's not with an arrow. I wonder which one is more threatening. See how much easier it is to deal with this guy when he's got an arrow and you actually have ground to stand on? Alright, dude. Die. And it's not just a tiny little sliver. I do believe there's a shortcut around here. Alright. Bro's got masterful 360, apparently. What if that was a mimic? That would have been hilarious. Alright, shortcut unlocked. Look at it. Glorious. Oh, someone has defeated the Gravelord Servant. That's good because I didn't even see the disasters. There is definitely a shortcut around here somewheres. Usually involves the guy that's sitting on the rock in Sin's Fortress, but we didn't talk to him, so whoops. I don't know what's in that room. Ah, here we go. This is familiar. Bear. Oh my god, that bro is aggroing from so far away. And he's a spear guy. Oh! Got you again! Unparryable? Nah. Imagine parry. Silver Knight set. Also a pretty good set. Pretty good. And this is the shortcut door. Because it takes us all the way back to the bonfire room. I have no hope of doing this in one shot, so I'm going to reverse hollowing and then kindle this bonfire. Get a little bit more health just because it's gonna be useful. Level up and then kindle this bonfire. Look at him. Cooperating. Like I said, it is one of the hardest bosses, if not the hardest boss in the entire game, so I'm definitely not gonna sit here and be like, oh, you can't summon for this fight. I mean, I'm not gonna say that in general, because summoning is a mechanic in the game. And if it's your first time playing the game, you should absolutely be summoning. Because these bosses are very difficult when you're learning the game. And it can be quite frustrating to have to lose everything because you didn't know a mechanic existed that just suddenly shows up. Now, if you didn't kill Lothric, then he would be up here. The summoning sign would be up here. Through that window is also a item we're not going to get, but it is there. There is our boy Solaire right down there. Which we love Solaire. We definitely summon in Solaire. But first, we're gonna go down here and talk to Mr. Giant. Jesus Christ. Overactive imps. Anyways, if you didn't want to kindle the upstairs bonfire, you can open this shortcut, and now you can get in through here from the other bonfire that is kindled, so a little bit, save you a little bit of humanity. I'm gonna talk to this guy again. And having a lightning weapon might not hurt in the later areas of the game. I don't know if lightning weapons actually scale with faith, though, so we're not leveling faith. Now, one other place we can go. We're not summoning Solaire just yet. That is also a little bit of an area where we can unlock a shortcut of a type. Is right over here. Turn this lever. And now this door is opened. And now we can get out through here. Now these guys look like the other guys, but they're not the same. That hit a lot harder than it was supposed to. And that's why, right there, they got magic. They got the Wrath of God spell, which is extremely annoying. Now, normally, you don't have to technically kill these guys. But I'm killing them because if I don't kill them, Solaire will get aggroed against them, and then he'll just fight them instead of the boss. We'd also like to do this without taking a ton of damage, because we do want to keep most of our Estus for this actual boss fight. Alrighty then. That was quite annoying. Now then, we go up here. We can summon a boy. Swear to God, sometimes the summons just take 8 trillion years to summon. Now, obviously, we're going to try to kill Ornstein first, because Smaw is a way easier fight than Ornstein is in the second phase here. In case you were wondering, though, this is a duo boss fight. The lighter guy is Ornstein, and the chonky one is Smaug. And Ornstein likes to throw lightning around a lot, whereas Smaug likes to do little hammer charges and jump around and slam the ground. Ornstein is in general a much harder opponent. I'm getting literal collateral damage here. Alright, well I gotta do something to pull them away. Oh, that's great. Jesus Christ. Like I said, I want Ornstein to die, but it's not really like I got a whole lot of choice here. I swear to God, just hit him one time. Solaire, thank you. And now there's this guy who does everything that Smaug was just doing. Obviously, he also has full health again, which is fun. But he also now has lightning element. And one of his attacks does like a big AoE lightning. That's the one. That's the one right there. The use of pillars is highly advised here, by the way. Liking that spam right now. Yeah. Just because as a melee, you don't really have much option in how to avoid it, other than just knowing it's coming and getting out of the way. Oh my god. Yep. Of course. Of course, the damage also has to be entirely randomized. Why would it just be like one, you know, consistent number? Or is spamming like there is no tomorrow right now. God bless it, dude. I don't know why I keep trying to roll through that. It doesn't work. And I'm dead. Oh boy. Let's see who is gonna get locked onto by who here. We need to pull them apart if we can. Okay, well that works. I wasn't trying to die, but you know, seems like Small has decided he's gonna fight me, and Knight Solaire is gonna fight Ornstein. Oh, just hit him, Solaire. Thank you. That's so much more difficult than it needed to be. Hey look, he's dead again. He's getting eaten again. Woo, we're on to the second phase. Oh, not hit me with that. Oh, spamming. I guess blocking is better than dodging. Ever so slightly. Beat his ass, Solaire. Okay. Really liking that spam right now. Walk away. Bye-bye, Solaire. It was nice knowing you. He's really liking that spam. Oh, and I'm gonna get... That's the problem. Lock on. It forces you to look up into the air. There we go. Alrighty then. God dang. Get out of here, bro. Alright. Now we go get the teleporters and level. Woo. All those points straight into hell. Ornstein and small without farming at all. Level 51.
Thou hast journeyed far.
Yes.
Overcome much, chosen undead. Come
Yes.
child.
Do I need to hither any further?
Chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
Yeah. Now we can teleport. The other important thing is now we can teleport. We can teleport wherever we want. Let's start by going to Firelink Shrine, where we will continue in the next video. If you like the content so far, leave a like, comment below how many tries it took you to defeat Ornstein and Small, and subscribe for future content. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Away we go.